This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Friday, April the 17th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that a date has finally been set for the first case to be heard before the Employment Rights Tribunal. However, Chairman Hal Gollop QC told Barbados Today that when the public hearings begin on Wednesday, May the 20th at the Labour Department in Warrens, St. Michael, that case would not involve any of the retrenched National Conservation Commission workers who've been waiting for a resolution to their matter for a year now. Gollop said that even though the first case to be heard would involve Chefette restaurants, the NCC matter would still receive priority attention on the long list down for consideration. He also said that an assistant to the tribunal will soon be appointed. Gollop attributed the 3-month delay for the reconstituted tribunal in starting to the need to ensure that all the required statutory procedures were firmly in place. And General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Tony Moore, told reporters yesterday she had received a possible date for the start, but feared that the former NCC employees' expectations would be dashed if after the date was put to them, it came and went without a hearing.
We are planning internally that if that date is not met, that we will have to regroup with the same workers that we spoke to on the last occasion and verify from them what the next response should be by the Barbados Workers Union on their behalf.
What about the severance pay?
The severance pay element is not an element that we are able to address since we've not had the opportunity to present before the Employment Rights Tribunal, so that is still pending.
Meanwhile, the Barbados Workers Union General Secretary also issued a warning to the Barbados Light and Power Company over its intention to send home over 60 of its 400 employees by year end. Speaking yesterday during the media launch of Labour Day celebrations scheduled for May the 1st, Moore said the union and the Ministry of Labour are insisting that the company discuss the matter first with the social partnership.
The Light and Power has maintained that it has not acted inappropriately, that where workers volunteer, they're not sending them so workers can go. And so we have asked the Minister of Labour to reiterate the government's position and perhaps in stronger terms, so that come 24th of April when we meet, the company would not have followed through with its plan to have workers who have identified that they're willing to go exit by that same day, because that is on their roadmap. To have those workers who have indicated that a preference for early retirement or voluntary separation exit by the 24th of April.
In other news now, investigations are continuing this morning into the murder of a St. Joseph man. Police say 38-year-old David Miller of Vaughan's Land, No. 1 St. Joseph, was shot in his upper body following a dispute with a group of men who had approached him yesterday. He died on the scene of the incident, which occurred around 10 minutes to 12. Following the incident, police say they pursued a grey Nissan Sunny with 3 occupants in the Farley Hill area, who they believe are connected to the shooting. The chase ended at Ben Hill in St. Peter, where the suspect's car overturned. All 3 men were injured and taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital under police guard, after complaining of lacerations and pains about the body. 9 police vehicles, including personnel from the K9 unit, along with 2 sniffer dogs, the Special Services unit, and the Criminal Investigations Department were on the scene. In sports now, West Indies go into the final day of their first test match against the visiting English team on 98 for 2, with the improbability of reaching the victory target of 438. The BBC's cricket correspondent Jonathan Agnew previews the day's play.
West Indies have closed on 98 for 2 with Smith on 59 and Samuels on 2. They still need a further 340 to win. Brathwaite was dismissed quickly by Broad, fending a catch off to Root at short leg for 5. Then a good stand of 83 in a little time it took too between Smith and Bravo. It came to an end after one of the most brilliant catches I think any of us have ever seen. It's always very difficult to separate what is the greatest, but this has to be right up there. Catch by Chris Jordan at slip as Bravo drove at Root. It reached him in a split second at the dive to his right. It was absolutely superb. The sort of catch that deserves to win a match, actually. Bravo out for 32 and Smith and Samuels then saw it through to the close. England earlier declared just before tea on 333 for 7, setting West Indies 438 to win. Very good 100 from Gary Balance, his 4th in 9 test matches. He made 122 in 5 1/4 hours. Joe Root 59, he's had a good game, and Butler made 59 not out from 56 balls. So England need 8 wickets to win this match. I think they can probably rule out the prospect of a West Indian win, but they could still save the game.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
A test of character, a test of focus, a test of will, a test of resilience, a test of courage. Barbados, the test is on. West Indies, England, May 1st at the Mecca. Tickets $30, $40, $50, and $60. It's on.
Barbados is on.
FAS Entertainment presents the Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance featuring Marcia Griffith, David Thompson, Fab Five,
I'm the man they call sweet.
Boris Gardner,
I wanna wake up with you.
Leroy Gibbons,
Magic moment.
Shaka Demus and Pliers, Admiral Tibet, plus Biggie Irie and Super Ruben. MC Admiral International, the Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance. Friday, April 24th, Garfield Somers Gymnasium. Showtime, 9 p.m.
The member states of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union are expected to record improved economic performance this year. Making the prediction is the chairman of the ECCU Monetary Council, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, who's Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The forecast is contained in a live broadcast aired through the ECCU.
Last year, 2014, the currency union averaged 1.3% growth, up from 1.1% in 2013. This year, 2015, we project growth of 2.4%. So we are moving in the right direction, though we need to do better.
And finally, on the international scene, a former model and DJ from Melbourne, described by his former agency as having a promising future, is the latest Australian believed to have been killed while fighting alongside ISIS militants in Syria. We pick up the rest of the story in the CNN report.
His future looked bright, but somewhere along the way, 25-year-old Sharky Jamar chose a life on the battlefield over a life on the catwalk. The former model and DJ from Melbourne is the latest Australian believed to have been killed fighting alongside ISIS militants. His parents learning of their son's death via a text message and a phone call. They told Australian media that he left his home last year telling his parents he was going camping when in fact he travelled to Fallujah, Iraq, where he's believed to have served with ISIS as a medic, a cook and sometimes a machine gunner, a far cry from the life he lived in Australia as a popular DJ/model.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. But you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.